I'm just now, man, it's messed up. I'm just now seeing the news that, or hearing the news that Dipset member, Bird Gang representative Jha Jha passed away. Condolences to her family and her, you know what I'm saying? She was somebody that was pretty much around for the beginning. I think the first time I really paid attention to Jha Jha was when she was on What You Drinking On. That was on Jim Jones' album. Actually, that song is on Diary of a Summer, Harlem, where Jim Jones in front of the red drop top Benz, I believe, or leaning against the drop top Benz. You know what I'm saying? They haven't said exactly what she passed away from yet, but you know that's gonna come out very soon. You know, unfortunately, she passed away. I think she was a dope artist for what it's worth. I don't think she really got her just due being signed to, you know, rolling with Cam and Jim and all of them. But it's very unfortunate that she passed away. I do remember seeing her on doing a couple of interviews some years back, just talking about the whole situation with diplomats and the whole Bird Gang situation. You know what I mean? You know, it's just, you know, it's real messed up. I wonder how Cam and Jim Jones and Jewels is taking this. You know what I mean? It's just real messed up, and it's real unfortunate. I think she was working on a clothing brand or something like that. Dang, man, you know, and hopefully, you know, they pay for her funeral. I think that's the least they could do. If Cam and Jim Jones or somebody pay for her, you know, her funeral, I think they should at least do that for her. They should at least do that for her, you know what I'm saying? It's just very unfortunate that something like that happened, that she then passed away. You know what I mean? But I remember seeing her do an interview and just saying to myself, like, damn, she don't look too well. She looked like she was sick. You know, it could have been anything. It could have, you know, it could have been different sorts of things. But it seems like when these artists when things don't go as planned, it seems like, I don't know, it seems like they just lose themselves. You know what I mean? Like, they get lost in, you know, either on drugs or they get very sickly or something like that. Jewel, or I might be pronouncing her name wrong, the one that was with Death Row back in the day, she passed away some years ago. And she had a couple of interviews with Art of Dialogue. And I'm just sitting here thinking about, like, some of the female rappers and stuff like that, you know, that I feel like their time was cut short or didn't get their just due. You know what I mean? But it's just crazy. But R.I.P. to her. You know what I'm saying? Definitely R.I.P. to Jha Jha. She was a dope MC, I feel like. And like I said, she's definitely on one of Jim Jones' songs. That's the only one I could really think of that was actually on the album. It's a song with him, Jha Jha, Paul Wall, and Diddy just so happened to be on it. You know what I'm saying? And it's a video for it too. What You Drinking On? You know what I'm saying? Paul Wall, Jim Jones, Jha Jha, and Diddy. But like, share, and subscribe to the channel. I'm out.